She was abandoned by her husband and separated from her own son. Years later, that son would become Emperor of Rome, and she would use her position not to seek wealth, but to search for one of the most important relics in Christian history. That woman was Saint Helena. Born into a humble family, probably in Bithynia, she married Constantius Chlorus and had a son named Constantine. When her husband rose to a position of great power within the Roman Empire, he was forced to leave Helena and marry another woman for political reasons. She lost her husband and was separated from her son, but she remained steadfast. When Constantine came to power, he brought his mother back to the imperial court and gave her the title of Augusta. Helena could have been consumed by luxury and prestige. Instead, she became known for her faith, humility, and charity. She cared for the poor, helped prisoners, and according to tradition would sometimes mingle with ordinary people during Christian celebrations. Helena became a devoted Christian and used her influence to support the church. In 313, Constantine issued the Edict of Milan, granting Christians freedom of worship. Although historians debate exactly how much influence Helena had on her son's conversion, Christian tradition has long remembered her as an important spiritual influence in his life. But the most extraordinary chapter of her story came when she was already around 78 years old. Helena traveled to the Holy Land on pilgrimage. There, she supported the construction of important basilicas in Bethlehem and on the Mount of Olives. In Jerusalem, she searched for the places connected with Christ's passion. According to ancient Christian tradition, 3 crosses were discovered at Calvary. To determine which was the cross of Jesus, a miracle occurred. When a dead man was placed upon one of the crosses, he was restored to life. Helena recognized this as the true cross and brought part of the relics back to Rome. One detail makes her story even more remarkable. The woman who had once been rejected by her own family eventually used her position to build churches, help the poor, and search for the traces of the Christian faith in the Holy Land. Her life went from rejection to influence, but she never allowed power to take the place of God. Saint Helena died around the year 329, and devotion to her spread throughout both East and West. She is traditionally honored as a patron of archaeologists, converts, and those facing difficult marriages. Her story reminds us that God can transform a life marked by rejection into a mission of extraordinary importance. Helena lost much, but she never lost her faith. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson. When everything seems to be taken from us, we can still choose to remain in God's hands.